Hello, everybody. Welcome to day 819 of Eating a Sheet of Paper a Day. As you may notice, the environment looks a little different because I moved into a new house. And when I told the realtor, I told him I wanted a house specifically with a Christmas tree in it. So we did sell our old house for $30,000. We might buy it back tomorrow. But just know, got this new house just so we could have a Christmas tree, all right? Our one specification for the realtor was Christmas tree. That was the only specification. Just so I could, I don't know, pepper a little bit of consumption and camaraderie just for you in this era of, what time is it? Christmas 2024. That's what time it is. The Jazz. So, Dave, please tell me that's you. This is what your name is now, the Jazzle Cat. I can only imagine the epic content you're posting under that username, the Jazzle Cat 520. All of the pornography that you must release under that name on YouTube. I have to check your channel out. Everybody, check out the Jazzle Cat 520. Unless that's not Dave. He said he would join. So yeah, whatever. Merry Christmas, Big Burgerness. Excuse me. Okay, Dave would never say those two words. Never mind. Well, hello. I know you're not Dave, the Jazzle Cat 520, but whoever you are, I've never seen you before. Welcome to the Paper Reading live stream for the 819th time. Pardon me while I really put in the effort to prepare what I am about to down the paper with, because I started eating and I didn't realize that I didn't prepare my drink yet. Damn it, get the... Oh. Where? There it is. There's a magnet on this, too. I put this on top of my computer. That's not a really good idea. Hello, thank you. Okay, perfect. Of course. Okay, Dave, I thought that the Jazzle Cat 520 was you, and I'm like, I made a joke about, like, I don't know, it'd be a pornographic YouTube account or something. I'm like, imagine what content, because no one renames their account the Jazzle Cat 520 if you were to hypothetically rename it that and not post some furry-related jazz content. It just said, it had the word jazz in it. I assumed it was you, Dave. Well, hey, Dave, how are you doing? Let's ceremoniously throw, this is a German tradition, to throw a bottle cap behind us in celebration of the thing that's happening tonight. Yeah, Dave, listen, I promise I'm not just doing this just to troll you. This is a thing that happened and you came in with that context. I apologize. What am I drinking? Well, I'm an adult now, so I'm drinking apple cider. That's okay. We were supposed to have Chardonnay, but my parents got bored, and so they left. They're playing World of Warcraft upstairs. Yeah, Merry Christmas, son. I'm going to play World of Warcraft with your mother. So that's how that's going. They're very nonchalant about this whole holiday thing, but I'm not. I take this seriously. I'm kneeling in front of a Christmas tree, okay? So you know I take this shit seriously. I agree, Lance H78. Every single time I do this, what I do notice is that what water does is it, for some reason, initiates a gag reflex. Not water alone and not paper alone, but whenever the taste of nice, warm, room temperature sink water combines with the taste of paper from Staples, I don't know, man, it initiates my gag reflex, and I thought that was just because I was a fucking loser and couldn't eat paper properly. But then I started drinking stuff like Gatorade and root beer. And little did I realize, prior to trying out these experiments with different drinks, that paper is quite easy to consume if you just get anything other than room temperature water. Even if it's cold water, you can kind of get away with it. Something that, you know, because paper is all about texture and a little bit of flavor. A little, because it has a little bit of sodium in it when it comes to flavor. It's a slightly salty. It has a little bit of a bitter aftertaste. That doesn't work with water. I realize it's like the worst type of pairing. It's like pairing peanut noir with walnuts, and that's complete bullshit. I just made that up. I don't know how wine pairings work, but you get the idea. Like, imagine, I do know that scientifically it's not a good idea to pair like orange juice with toothpaste, right? Those always taste bad. Chemically, it just doesn't work. The whatever's in water, I don't know what chemicals there are, but, or whatever chemicals are in my sink tap, right? I assume lead and foreskins. And whatever's in paper, which I assume is lead and foreskins, it just doesn't combine well together. The taste of cheese and water. Why would you do that? Don't even, the fact that you would even have faith that that would even work. Like, did you try it out because of some macabre curiosity you had within yourself? I highly doubt that. I think you're just messed up. Eating cheese and then drinking water. Come on, man. We can do better than this. I'm trying to give myself a good culinary experience in preparation for the presents that are about to be underneath here. So, you know. Mm. Well, if that was someone else, you should have put the words "I heard." But I appreciate that. I appreciate the fact that, you know, with that initial comment, it was more important that you just described to me that cheese and water is bad as a PSA. Old boy or dog? Oh fuck, that's such a tough question. Why you gotta do this to me? It's like comparing the world's best apple to the world's best orange. Well, I think that well, let's do a poll first, and I will not copy my answer from, you know, whatever the poll ends up being. But how do I do this? I don't even know how to. Oh yeah, here we go. You gotta type it in here. They're very close, by the way. This is why I'm stalling for an answer. And I almost tipped my fucking drink over typing this poll out. Here we go. Start the poll. So the way I see it, it's very, very close. They're both 10s, by the way. In fact, if you check my letterbox at Joe the 34-year-old on letterbox, I have scored both of these movies a 10 with the additional orange heart, which very few movies get from me. Oh my God, why do you do this to me, Dave? I think it would probably have to be, oh, they're so different. I can't. I actually can't. Old Boy wins by just a hair some days, and other days when I want something that's slightly more lighthearted, but also, I mean, it is a pretty dark movie. I would put Doctor Strangelove on. Fuck, it's such a classic. Also, okay, I can't put Strangelove over Old Boy on a technical level in a vacuum, and I can't put Old Boy over Strangelove either. However, think about this, and this is what's going to break it for me, right? I remember, Dave, we were no, this was not you, Dave. Okay, this is awkward. I was having a conversation, I believe, with Dom about influence, right? Sonny Rollins or Kamasi Washington, and Sonny Rollins was picked because they were in a deadlock in ability, but because Kamasi was inspired by Sonny Rollins, right? Now, Old Boy wasn't inspired directly by Doctor Strangelove, but I do believe it was indirectly influenced by it. Every single one of Kubrick's films had a sweeping, profound effect. I mean, people call him the Beatles of film because, for one, everyone in film was tired of hearing about 2001 and Full Metal Jacket. Like his films were talked about so much, but because they were good. So I'm going to say right now, Doctor Strangelove wins purely because it influenced everything afterwards, including Old Boy, by an indirect link, but a link nonetheless. So that's my answer. You fuckers, why are you picking Old Boy? Oh, it's because none of you understand that old Hollywood is of worth. Owen Chaplin says, I'm so ready for this guy to eat a sheet of paper. Oh, you guys aren't even ready, all right? I've only eaten, well, I've already eaten over half of it, but we're going to take it nice and slow, and I'm going to emphasize every single bite, every single chew will be on video in, this is not that good quality, in 420p, just for you. Also, Merry Christmas. And yes, I am breaking my knees. This is not very good posture for me. This is not healthy. I'm sat like this. It's not good. Okay. Now, to those who are new to the stream, it might have looked like I just was drinking a drink because I was thirsty, but you're wrong. There was some paper in my mouth. Now, you might not believe me. Play that shit back after the stream is over, but for those of you who just came over here, this is going to be the official first time you're going to see what this series is about, okay? There is no sleight of hand, no trickery, none of that whole thing. Abracadabra, it's gone. Get the fuck out of here, all right? Only legit paper eating. And you might think, oh, he's stalling for time by talking so much because he can't actually eat paper. And he's just trying to hold us here as long as he can before he admits that he can't do it. Well, guess what? B words. Now, wait. A lot of people question the process. People don't know what happens inside this mouth as I'm processing. How did the paper disappear? No, it actually goes down, you see? Hold on, huh? It's still there. Now, nothing will be spat out into here. There will be no, gut reaction or ricochet. I'm not going to hide anything. There's not a guy with a spit bucket, posing, ready to catch whatever thing I spit so fast that the frame rate on my camera can't catch it. None of that shit. Watch this. Ugh. Now, to verify, It's all gone. And we're going to be doing that many more times. By many, I mean like 3 or 4. Until the sheet is done. And that is what we do every day. That is what the paper reading stream is all about. Was that a good plug? Am I a good salesman? This piece is way too small, so it will be 4 pieces. Make sure to come every single day. Now, for those of you who are being little bitches and complaining about my whole pre-recorded eating toilet paper, the toilet paper I have is in fact 3-ply. The thickness of just one of these is equivalent to 1/3 of the toilet paper. Not just that, but the toilet paper is made of more loosely packed paper pulp that has been liquefied, molded, and reshaped in a much looser form. And what I mean to say by all that is when I down the paper, especially when it either encounters the liquids that I down it with or my own saliva, it expands in my throat, increasing the general volume of paper inside of me. Now, that's a triple whammy right there. As a matter of fact, I should only eat 1 teeny tiny third of a square of toilet paper to fulfill my quota, but I just go above and beyond just for you. So any of those in the comment section complaining about the toilet paper, you know nothing about paper science, all right? I took a class in college, and I got a C-, all right? So I paid attention. We try to eat 1 whole piece. Yeah, go back to my first, 10 days. I tried and I failed. There are physical limits even to what I can do. But, I still think that I might work my way up to it. I've been practicing stretching my mouth to cover a wider surface area by talking. People say I talk more than any other man, so which I disagree with. There are politicians out there. But I am working on it, and one day I will have the gullet big enough to down 1 giant piece of paper, like a sword swallower, except I actually successfully swallowed the sword, except it's not a sword, it's paper. What you know about paper's effect on gut health? The last, not 800 days, more than that, the last 5 years. Dave, I don't know if I ever told you about this, but the reason why I quit temporarily at day 750 is because my Dr. Rathbun said that he discovered what he thought was a cancerous growth or symptoms of a cancerous growth in my stomach, because he started at my symptoms of asthma. And I basically got an asthma diagnosis. It's not officially in paper, but I have inhalers and all that stuff. I mean, you know about all that. But we kind of checked back in, and the reason I'm doing this so with such brazen confidence is because we determined that throughout the 750 sheets, or the equivalent of 850 sheets in the form of both toilet paper and actual sheets of paper that I had eaten, we had determined that there was no significant effect on my gut. It appeared that I was downing stuff at a consistent enough and moderated enough level with enough safety, so I wasn't downing entire sheets like you, frickin' psycho. Who said this? What is it? If you try to eat 1 whole, yeah, Lance. Exactly what Lance is saying over here. Like, I want to make sure that I do things the safest way possible while still doing the thing that I promise people that I'll do in the live stream. That's what it's all about. Hold on. So it was actually quite shocking because, I mean, if 16-year-old me, when I started the series, knew how little effect it would have on me in general, and how most of my negative side effects would just come from really bad sleep and things. What's interesting is I thought that this series, like, I had all in my head, like I really had protagonist syndrome, which was a problem. And I'm like, dude, this is like I'm the main character of a fucking movie and I'm doing fine right now. And this stupid scheme I have to spite my dad is going to start a chain of events that'll become so much bigger than my dad, and it'll fuck my body over big time. Now, that could happen. However, it's very peculiar for the first 5 years / 800 sheets worth of paper for nothing to happen, and then for a spike to happen like that. I've gone to the doctors. They've done extensive x-rays and investigations into my stomach. I even got a colonoscopy. It tickled. And after the ticklish colonoscopy was done, we noticed that there was nothing. It was interesting. So it seems like the main reason why I'm not doing streams as consistently are actually for the reasons why my health has taken such a physical downturn, or I guess I should rephrase that. The biggest physical downtick to my health is actually the exact same thing that's preventing me from doing this as consistently. I've always wanted an excuse to not do what I could mentally at times consider a chore every single day. And those same things that prevent me from eating paper and poisoning myself, as the frickin' rubes in my comment section might suggest, that same thing actually is what's really affecting me. So if I'm eating more paper and people are getting more and more offended, then that's an indicator that I am a healthier person. Means that the physical detriment of my sleep schedule, of my circadian rhythms, which are both getting fucked up big time because I'm irresponsible, all of that will be on the right course if I'm doing streams earlier, more consistently, more paper being eaten. So every single time I down one of these, breathe a sigh of relief. Your boy is not in any danger. As a matter of fact, I am sidestepping further away from it. People can drink alcohol every day in excess. I'm pretty sure paper can't hurt. Yeah, no, literally. I mean, Dr. Rathbun later was like, I was only considering worst case scenarios. You have no cancer. There's no there were symptoms, but it appears that your asthma is more psychosomatic. And by psycho, that's brain. There's no paper in my brain. The paper, gravity pulls the paper down, not up. So just know, I know my science. I don't think that would, like, unless somehow the mercury content of the paper got into my brain, I find that highly unlikely. So I actually really like that point. That actually boosts my ego relative to this whole thing. So I'm going to pin that right here. Excuse me. But that's how he died the first time. Owen Chaplin says, I wonder what actual medical science. Oh, yeah. Okay. So that's how it started. I get it. All right, cool. Well, you're about to see it 2 more times, twice more. And then I'm out of here. My streams are short and sweet. If I'm on the floor, I might do longer streams. But right now, I'm just focusing on consistency rather than length. I hope you guys can understand. Plus, I'm trying to watch more movies on Criterion. Just got a new Criterion subscription. By the way, Dave, if you're still here, just type like a yes, sir, in all caps. I know that's your style if you're still here. But yeah, Dave, it's only like $11 a month. I know everybody and their grandma can afford it unless you have no house. And even so, I'll take you under my wing. You can sleep on my couch. You can watch Criterion with me. But Criterion has so many good. So, I mean, every Coen Brothers movie, except for The Man Who Wasn't There, Buster Scruggs, and what's it called? Burn After Reading, which those 3 they're fine movies, but they're not even their strongest. Every single Coen Brothers movie is on there. Barton Fink, Hudsucker Proxy, Miller's Crossing, Big Lebowski, No Country for Old Men. And what's interesting, Criterion does, I mean, they've been doing stuff since the 80s. They do these remasters of old movies. Oh, yeah, wait, you're here to see me eat paper. Hold on. But they do these collections. And right now, the collection is Hitchcock for the Holidays. So I'm probably just going to watch like North by Northwest or something like that. Never seen that movie, by the way. And Criterion, the reason it's called Criterion is the one criteria for being on the thing, on that streaming service, is being a good movie. Being good or interesting or significant or worth watching in any way. And this is what I'm talking about, Dave. If you want to watch good movies, up to Criterion for $11. I'm not even getting paid off right now. I mean, look at this camera quality. You think if I got paid off, I could totally buy like 3 better cameras with that money. So just know, I'm 100% honest right now. I'm telling you, Criterion is the thing that came out of my ass this morning because it's the shit. You should drink paint. Actually, there was a small factory accident about 2 years ago. There was a batch of Staples paper that I purchased myself that got a little bit of lead paint spilled on it, and I actually had some of it. So I've already drunk paint. Just go through day, I believe, 652, 719, and that is when I did it, if I remember correctly. So, or maybe it had to be in the 500, actually. Yeah, 550 to 596, something like that. Haven't seen you in so long. I haven't seen you in so long either. It's been so long that all you fuckers changed your profile pictures except for Dave. His is the exact same. It's that picture from like 10 years ago. He has no beard. His bone structure in his head is different. That's how long ago it was. You know how long it takes for the bones in your body to change shape? At least like 3. But yeah, I'm really excited to just watch as many movies as possible. Oh, yeah, and I'm 100% committed. Dom doesn't believe in this vision because he tells me that the editing process for my videos always takes way longer than the actual filming, which is true. But I think what helps is being super passionate about what I'm editing. And I'm really passionate about making sure that people know what movies are good, which movies are bad, and what movies are in between. And I really want for this 2024 movies ranked list to be good, god damn it. And I already have it all ranked. I've been ranking it the whole fucking year. I've been documenting every movie I've seen in theaters, putting it on the list. Now, a good number of the movies, especially The Brutalist, it's not going to be released anywhere until next year. So this whole video is not going to be out till next year. I have another small, it's not even that funny. It's like a stupid funny video, but it's not even that funny. Whatever. I'm just going to edit it anyways because I just want to get in a better habit. So expect for me to at least try and be editing more good content videos. It's just I'm so tired all the time that I'm just looking for an excuse to not do anything. So subscribe to the main channel. We're going to be doing more stuff on there. I promise there will be more than like 2 uploads next year. 2025 should be the comeback. If not, at least we'll have a 2024 ranked list, which is better than nothing. And hey, I actually want to toot my own horn. We did release only 2 videos this year in 2024 on good content, but they were 2 of my longest and my most consistently good videos. Content Con 2023, in my opinion, when it comes to craftsmanship and editing, it's the most slick video of that series. And up to that point was one of the slickest videos I think I've ever made. Only surpassed by the video I made most recently, my most recent video, which is my art versus propaganda blackface school speech, which, you know, there's a lot of reasons for me to not be proud of that. However, I disagree with all of them. And I actually think that the video turned out better than I expected for it to. I think it has a fair flow. I kept it relatively minimalistic. There's not too many stupid fart sound effects inserted. There is a slightly bombastic intro, but I play it pretty straight and narrow with the rest of the video, and I'm very proud of how it turned out. So I want to acknowledge that. Those are 2 videos that I released this year, and I think that's pretty fair. We're going to be releasing more next year. I know it doesn't have too many subs, but most of the subs and the channel itself, good content, will not be going away. And there will be more videos. Nice Christmas tree. Thanks. It cost $20. It's the cheapest one we could find. We're on a budget right now. So watch Content Con 2023, I guess. Audio quality in that video is not very good, but I think I kind of made up for it. And then watch my blackface school speech. There you go. 2 bangers. Okay. This is the last piece. Oh, yeah. Hold on. I should be dramatic about it because the stream's going to end when I finish this last piece. Okay. So all 8 of you that are here, thank you so much for coming. I'm glad we could have a little more of a turnout because I actually streamed before 10 and before midnight. So thank you for coming. Thank you for coming to day 819 of Eating a Sheet of Paper a Day. I will see you all tomorrow. That'll be day 820 of Eating a Sheet of Paper a Day. Make sure to live, laugh, cry, and also not die. And until next time, this is goodbye. 3, 2, 1. The end. See you on the next one. Dave, Xavier, Old Governor, whoever the hell Kerr is, Lance, the Jazzle Cat, who is definitely a furry. I will see all of you next time. The end.